after an experience like this, I'm like, okay, great. Everything is forked! I forgot.
Hey anyone, how's it going? Welcome back to Abhi on Camera, where today we're watching Jurassic World Rebirth. What's up, Dino Nerds? The fourth Jurassic World movie is here, and while it may not have a new title, it has certainly got a new story with a massive time jump since the last movie, as well as a whole new cast of characters. I'm gonna be honest, I've already seen the movie once already. I am a huge believer in the fact that movies should be watched in movie theaters, so I'm sorry, unlike other reactors, I cannot wait to watch this on my rinky-dink little TV. It's just not the correct experience, especially for a movie like this. With that aside, I can't wait to watch this with you guys, and more importantly, I can't wait to get even more hyped for Chaos Theory. I still make that mistake. Final season coming out later this week. It's going to be crazy. You know you're going to watch it all with me, and I can't wait for that, even though I'm also sad that it's ending. All that intro nonsense aside, I have to thank my amazing members. My dad, JP3, Matt, Saiso the Gomoji, Powerion, Fred Morty, Queen Nebulosa, Drawcopy, 707 Baby, Ajax, Osmond, Ezel Neo, and not one, but two new members, Sasuke and the Steve. Thank you guys so much, especially right now where YouTube is becoming more annoying than ever. Your memberships are incredibly helpful and are a huge reason why I can keep doing YouTube, making these videos for you. If you want to become a member and watch my full unedited content, then you can join by hitting the join button below or in the link in the description. And the usual stuff, like, subscribe, you know the deal. Let's just get into the movie already. Oh, I almost forgot to mention that as a bonus for this video, we will be watching the deleted scenes at the end. I managed to find those too, and I thought it would just be fun. Though, if you don't see them, then you can assume they've been copyright claimed and just cut out of the video. And I assume I'd remember to remove this too, but I'd probably forget.
Universal Pictures and Amblin Entertainment present 17 years ago.
This new facility looks really freaking cool. It's unabashedly just not a park, and like seeing the bunkers covered in turf.
Ile Saint-Hubert.
I probably said that wrong.
226 miles east of French Guiana.
I've never said... Have you ever like encountered a word that you've read plenty of times before, but you've never said out loud? This is this for me. D-Rex. Tiny little Triceratops. Ingen. This laboratory is amazing. And I know its visual design doesn't exactly fit in everything. Mutadon. Definitely was a two-headed raptor in the trailers. And I'm kind of wondering if that two-headed raptor would actually have moved, you know, or if it was just a set piece. And there it is, the infamous beginning of the movie. And here it is. Why that thing doesn't have filters or any such nonsense, why it can be short doubted by a Snickers bar, it doesn't matter. This is Jurassic Park. You see that containment failure, system error, all that nonsense? That is a requirement for Jurassic Park, no matter why it happens. Whether it's a dumb fat guy or a Snickers bar wrapper. Gotta be honest, if it was locking down, it should lock down immediately. You think an unethical organization like this would like insta-kill everyone instead of giving a small margin of safety.
2, 1.
Oh, just that sound as this thing. You can't see all of it yet, but it's just in the mirror. This guy, I mean, I don't know who you are, but you are literally given one of the best performances of the entire movie. It's just playing with him before dragging him away into the smoke. What a start. What a start. The unique present day. The unique laboratory design. That guy's performance as he's dying. Just the menacing...
It's been 32 years since dinosaur return.
Massive time jump.
But the modern climate and disease have taken their toll, and public interest has waned.
F***ing stupid. I hate this.
Most surviving species now only thrive in a tropical band around the equator.
I really hate that they rolled back dinos everywhere.
Human travel there is expressly forbidden.
I think I've made that clear in my other videos in Chaos Theory, but like, definitely so annoying. T-Rex Tuesdays. Imagine Hammond seeing that. Like, excuse me? Like, the fact that they just gave up on dinosaurs being everywhere after, like, 0 real attempts is immensely sad to me. Because Chaos Theory did it well, but they had already given up on it by then. And sure, there was a couple scenes in Dominion, but, like, nah. I love that. It's a complete surprise to me. Like, hearing about the Brachiosaur to seeing the Brachiosaur. Just here, causing traffic. This is another thing. This scene right here is a really cool start. It is a great scene that could be used for the... Oh, hi. I forgot about that. What was I saying? I was saying it's a great scene that they could, like, play off of to have dinosaurs in everywhere, but they just don't do that.
My company is developing a new medication.
Sure. Medication. Crichton Middle School. I like that little detail.
Except for on a few islands around the equator.
They better undo it more than a few islands. Speaking of which, Jurassic World Evolution 3. Seriously, you guys tell me, if you guys really want me to play through the game, I will. And you will see a truly incompetent playthrough. I might be able to guarantee you the most incompetent playthrough on YouTube.
Take somebody you know, anybody, and then you could be the one to give them an extra 20 years of life. Where every government on the planet has outlawed child
Age has proven lethal to dinosauria.
Which I hate. I really hope they undo that by saying some evil bitch like was killing them off or some nonsense. I don't care how stupid it is. Undo it. When dinosaurs ruled the earth, falling down behind the T-Rex. It's just so odd. Whoever, like Garth Edwards, I understand what he meant in some interview by saying dinosaurs aren't interesting to people anymore. There's saturation, right? We've seen this series, we've seen these movies over and over and over again, so you need to find ways.
largest dinosaur species on record.
Largest dinosaur species on record, though our version of the Quetzalcoatl is smaller than the last version of the Quetzalcoatl. I heard something that apparently this movie's Quetzalcoatl wasn't supposed to be called that until they changed their mind later on.
Mosasaurus.
Convenient.
Titanosaurus.
Also convenient.
You're a rich company.
Are they showing Spinosaurus on that cartoon in the background? I think they were. Oh, they're showing like cartoon versions of events that happen in the movie.
More or less.
That's actually adorable. And yeah, it's less. It's 100% less. I've been saying this since day one. But you cannot protect him. He's not a money guy.
Seen a dinosaur in the wild?
He knows what to say. You care about the zeros. He cares about seeing dinosaurs in real life.
Nobody cares about these animals anymore.
I understand why that would happen. I don't understand, actually. Like I'm literally torn about that. No one cares about them. It's like, how would that happen in the universe? Everyone would give a shit about the megafauna? No. There would be huge groups of people trying to protect the megafauna. And as for the movie, I understand Gareth Edwards' idea. Just to finish off my thought earlier, was that I understand where he was coming from, blah, 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 blah. The movie going on is satisfied with the Dino Continent we have right now. And the problem is no one else is doing Dino Continent besides Jurassic.
Paramaribo surname, 402 miles north of the equator.
But no one is doing it. Well, I actually do still need to watch Primal War. But besides that, Dunkleosteus, who made this thing and why is it out here? This question still exists even 30 years later. I cannot finish my sentence, can I? So he wants to do something different to make the movies interesting. I get it, but it's a very odd idea to hold as you make what might be the first movie of a new trilogy. It might be something that's like nobody cares about dinosaurs anymore. Maybe we should lure this into like our last movie ever kind of thing. But like, assuming, that money wants money, it's like assuming they want money, which is obviously all what the suits want, they're gonna make more of these.
That's a hell of a setback, Duncan. You promised me. But we're screwed now. I hate to see this all fall apart on you.
I love that you can clearly tell how unsincere she is.
Like, I'll tell you, maybe, just spitballing.
She's not
here,
even
but
like acting that well because Like, he doesn't need to be played that hard.
Why's that?
If you're paying attention, nobody cares.
No one's dumb enough to go where we're going.
That too. You know, except for the family who just does exactly that. Is that Dino movie, like, is that a recreation of, like, one of the first dinosaur movies, or is that the actual one?
He'll be helping with team security.
Security for...
It's team security? Bro, you are going after giant dinosaurs, 2 of which have no problem with eating it. And 1 of which will eat your corpse because, you know, herbivores are never truly herbivores. Solid Jurassic music, too. I love the fact that, I keep using that word, but the only thing in this movie which they do to, like, tell you that this is, hey, 30 years in the future, is that everything is touchscreens. There is no switches, there's nothing. There's a giant screen in the table that makes it look a little sci-fi.
So the radiation is different, the insects, vegetation, everything is different.
And it's stupid because we recoded the genetics of these animals to survive here. That's why the Jurassic animals survived all this freaking time without issue, because they were effed with. That there was whatever. I gotta be honest, I don't think that she's doing a bad job acting in this movie, but sometimes you watch someone in too much content and it's hard to distract yourself from the fact that that's an actor.
Oh, seriously, that's like the worst thing I've ever heard anybody do.
Thank you. That's so supportive of you.
I mean, depends what kind of mother you have. Also, why did you miss his funeral? Did you go to jail? You're on a mission?
Please tell me you worked it out with Amelia.
I don't think he'd be here if the answer was yes.
We are very pathetic.
You are a bit of a tell nut show moment, but I think it's just a nice little bit to say, hey, look, these hardy badasses are hardy badasses with trauma. I don't know, I like the characters. Like, they're undeniably, there are characters
47 miles due south.
Side characters in Jurassic movies that I like less than some of these guys. Hello, family of idiots. I don't know how comfortable I'd be in taking a boat like this with a girl that young across the ocean. Especially when you remember there are giant man-eating creatures in here.
He's just getting dressed.
I can't believe, it's still shocked that she would just say that. He's getting dressed. Like, that implication is wild to give to your father. Also, it is a shock to me how the hell you let her bring her boyfriend along.
It's your shift, Xavier. Come on, man.
I wouldn't trust him at the wheel. Like, look at this kid. F him. I know he's the only reason your daughter is here. But swap shifts with her. What I will say is I definitely wanted this kid to die first from this scene alone. Look at that. He's literally stealing candy from a child. How is he not tied with the other asshole with a gun to not be the first to die? Actually, me and my sister were having a little bet in the movie, like whispered back and forth, whether he would die first or the other guy would die first. She bet the brother. I bet the other guy, so, you know, I was right.
What are those?
Bad. Really goddamn bad. Sail for your frickin' lives. Oof. The tactic, like, you're distracted off in the distance looking at the sails, and it's like, holy shit, it's already here underneath us. Oof. Just look at the size. That thing is bigger than your goddamn boat. Why did you come out here? Surely it must be general knowledge. Oh, I built this boat. I know what I'm doing. Then surely you should know not to goddamn sail here. Wouldn't the top door open? This isn't a car where, like, the door won't open because of the water pressure until it sinks. Like, there's 2 sections of that door. Oof. He's sinking. He gets hit by the mast. And you just get to see the shadow of it. It's like a whale, but it's so much worse. Thanks for not eating him, mosasaur.
Well, they say if you can sleep the night before, you should probably quit.
You don't hear that much in museum work.
I've never heard that. Obviously, I've never been a, mercenary, whatever she is, but like.
What are you?
Mercenary.
Like a mercenary?
Situational security and reaction.
So yes.
So a mercenary then.
Good night, Doctor.
And what's Jurassic without a cutesy little forced romance? Actually, I gotta say, that's not entirely forced, is it? It's more of a world thing. Can none of you hear that? The little radio's beeping, Mayday, 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 and you can't hear that. It's somehow clearer and louder, just as he's about to leave.
What? Bobby, what do you want to leave them? Come on.
Nah, of course not.
I'm not saying we should leave them, I'm just saying we should leave them.
There's probably a Coast Guard ship on its way right now.
Go F off, your stupid Moza will be here tomorrow.
Okay, so exactly what are you guys doing here?
We're here to catch the thing that attacked your both.
That's not an echo. That's two signals. It found us.
Why would that present as two signals? Or, no, it's moving so fast that it's registering it twice.
Man, you guys have been chasing it?
Yes! I'm glad the teenage girl is smart enough to figure out what's going on. Oof. It's such a weird, balance, right? Because you have our crew who's seeing this thing, and there's the wonder of a giant dinosaur. But then the family is still super tense and freaked out because they almost died to that thing once already. So you can kind of feel that in the music a little bit. A bit of the excitement, like, woo! But then also battling with the tension. Come on! Shop's yelling, you idiot. You're the piggy bank. You have no actual authority here. Did I mention how I like the safety that they actually, noted about her being tied down instead of the usual, we're just going to stand over here and if we fall in, too bad, so sad? What do you guys prefer? I can't remember what the online discourse was, but, why'd you misfire like that? Don't keep putting your finger on the trigger. Do you prefer this mosasaur or the last trilogy's mosasaur? In model, which one do you prefer and which color do you prefer? Just shoot it now! And then here's the problem with the safety equipment. It's like, hey, yeah, she's not dead, but dying. Just the eye under the waves and the snap. Oh my god.
Take the shot!
Shut up! Don't yell until this thing actually shoots off. Good thing the mosasaur did not go underwater during that. I like that he can catch it, right? Earlier on, he was perfectly prepped to catch it when it was coming back down, but she just wanted to flex and grabbed it first.
Science is for all of us, not some of us.
Cool, but which lab are you getting to do the work?
I guess I haven't.
Yep, it ain't over yet.
Spinosaurus.
Maybe a little bit louder, my friend. Oh, I didn't notice the different sail orientations. 3 of them have vertical stripes, while 1 has horizontal. I love it. He keeps firing. He keeps failing. He keeps firing. You goddamn idiot. Stop hitting the sail, you useless idiot. You deserve that. And that is why I won the bet. How is he You want to understand that. Him holding onto the door is him holding his own weight and the Spinosaurus weight because it's trying to fall back into the water. You ain't done yet. Yeah, maybe you should tie yourself up there too. Seatbelts, doors closed. Oh man, I didn't notice how badly his leg broke there. See, what I said earlier about romance, forced romance being in a Jurassic movie, yeah, maybe that's not always true. But a random kid in a Jurassic movie to get in danger always happens.
The mosasaur can't go in the shallow water.
The mosasaur can't, but the things with legs. The fact that he closes the door behind him just in case he has to do some sus shit and doesn't want anyone to see. Bastard. So, in fairness, he didn't technically push her off the boat. She kind of shoved him, and she fell backward. Okay, now this was points. They might have made the boyfriend the most annoying, terrible character, but like in one move, they're like, oh, yeah, actually, he's not a bad guy after all. Maybe you should not be judging based on first appearances. Unless it's the gritty rich guy, he's a bad guy. I thought that was so stupid. Like, they survive because there's a lull in the Spinos attacking. They survive because of plot armor. I understand your other daughter is in that water. I understand you don't give a shit about her boyfriend. But like, why? You have a younger kid right there. Oof. You're not gonna feel the need to duck. I gotta love the scientist. He's like, I've never had adventures. I've never been shot at. And my life is boring. Bro dove into the ocean head first. Like, I'd have a life jacket on. Sometimes a captain does not have to crash with the ship. But you had a really nice crash, all things considered.
The guy on the boat, he tried to kill me.
I knew he was creepy.
Really, though, looking at the scene, his trying to kill you was mildly unintentional. Hey, I gotta stop you. Then you started shoving contest. Then he literally fell over. And he kind of stared at you while you fell. But, like, he was also, like, on the ground. Even if he did get up, there's no chance. There's no guarantee he would have grabbed you. He's still an asshole, but you could see the Spinos off the shore there. Like, you see that? That is so cool because you cannot see that thing. It was so perfectly camouflaged. And the way it just slithers into the water, no one can hear anything. And that.
You'll be okay.
I'm gonna be honest. If I was that child, I'd be sick and tired of these goddamn older people telling me, it'll be okay, it'll be okay. So you've been telling me that a dozen times, and look at where the frick we are right now. Oof, just the rock structure. Is there anything real that like looks like that? Because I'd love to go there. But it looks so insane, and it kind of reminds me of the Avatar movie and the Dead Island.
Look, dinosaurs are dinosaurs. What difference does it make?
My God, you dumbass!
Yeah, and you don't want to do that in the middle of a theme park, do you?
They don't want to do that in the middle of the theme park, and who did it anyway?
We left him here.
And they somehow survived.
Kill it and have to tell your bank, or just carry it forward under R&D.
How about kill it and don't tell your bank? Like, seriously. Oh my God, they cost $3 million. Well, you just said they're useless to you, so burn. Oh, the bank is like, hey, what about the money? Well, yeah, the animal's still alive.
We're all desperate to begin with, otherwise we wouldn't have come. You specialize in a subject nobody cares about anymore. I want the money, you want the money, your company wants all the money.
I love that we all have reasons for being here. All of our reasons are the same thing, except you.
She doesn't get out of bed without a backup plan.
Is there a backup for the backup plan? Because things are forked.
Why don't they just land?
Pilots want to live too.
Yeah. Also, why wouldn't they appear more than just 2 days after? I'd pay them to show up for like a couple days.
Drop anything you can't carry all day.
Smart.
Just try not to die.
Basic honesty. It's like there's no plan. Does this remind you of Incredibles? That theme? I don't know. I heard a rumor that apparently the beginning of the movie was originally going to be pre-Jurassic Park. Then they thought the timeline didn't make sense and swapped it to Jurassic World. Was that ever real, or was that just fan theories mixing with like fact?
Okay, we follow the pipes to the village.
How? The pipe literally goes up the wall.
I have some weed. You don't smoke. Do you smoke?
You're losing half a point after saving her life. Really beautiful set pieces, though. The caves, these swamps, they're just are great.
Be careful where you step. Something just moved past my leg.
Well, let them see it. While they're in the water, don't forget to hydrate, folks.
Nothing you could do.
What are you implying?
Man, you are such a pathetic liar. You could have said, yes, I tried to grab her.
Since I was 12, I studied under Alan Grant as a postdoc.
How convenient.
I suppose
I hate the jungle. I try to avoid it now.
Wayne The Rock Johnson's always here.
it's the best chance of being fossilized that way.
It is. I'll bet it's solid.
Thank you.
It's a solid idea. I really enjoy his character. If they do turn this into a trilogy, I'm okay. Bring him back.
Dinosaurs, pretty dumb, right?
No. If there's anything these movies kept telling us is that no.
We don't rule the earth. We just think we do.
Yeah. Bro, we're the tenants.
When the earth...
Yeah. Get out of the water. Did we ever find... I can't remember if we found out what those were. It's just an eel, right? Ah, yes. The marketable plushie of the movie.
Respect for that.
Whatever, Guapo.
Bro, I'd be so annoyed. It's like, I'm trying to give you props, and it's like, you say whatever. Don't go that way.
Do this, like going that way though.
Titanosaurus and quetzalcoatlus.
Speaking of Quetzalcoatlus, I can't wait to see it again. Probably in Chaos Theory Season 4. Actually, just to say, I did not put a trailer reaction to that because I want to go into it as blind as possible. Well, damn. I totally forgot about this. Were you? Oh, it's how he gets a gun.
No, you're right. I'm lazy as hell.
Again, that gave me more points. Right? He's stupid, but like he knows he's stupid. That,
I
don't like,
know why she wants to be with me.
right? That honesty to be like, yeah, I'm dumb, I'm lazy, I don't know why I'm here.
Thank God she doesn't.
And I get that feeling too. It's like, hey, I see who you are. It's like,
Other people may talk shit about us, but we don't have to do the job for them.
you can say that, but I talk shit about myself all the time. I'm pretty useless. That humility to acknowledge your faults. Like, this character is more and more being a good guy. Hello, marketable plushie. It is just a facet of modern day storytelling, right? Not modern day storytelling, but modern day big budget movies like this, where these kind of characters become more prevalent. Like, oh, we could sell toys of this thing, where in the past you could just sell toys of the big dinosaurs and that was it. I mean, you could sell baby versions of the dinosaurs and you'd never have to have that in the movie. I don't have a problem so much with this because it's not like it's the first Jurassic content to do that. All of us Camp Cretaceous and Chaos Theory fans know that the first cute little dinosaur to hitch onto us is right here, Bumpy. And Smoothie. Now, whatever marketable plushie's name was that I don't remember is just the newest in a long line of it. In fact, she's got a Lego just about Bumpy's size. I just never bought it. Ooh, this is another one of my favorite scenes in the whole thing. You can see the small detail, the raptor coming towards you in the background. Oh, the tension is wrapping. There's one, there's two, they're coming closer. Oh no, he's a nice guy. Was that a red flag? Is he dying? Nope, never freaking mind. Oh man, I feel like some people online got so pissed off. Oh, the mutadons are superior, blah blah. And this is another one of the times where I'm like, why did marketing spoil this? I heavily believe that these days movie marketing shows off way too much. For a lot of movies, it's just like, hey, we're gonna give you all the cool shit. so that it's not really surprising. Like, can you imagine if the mutadons were not shown at all, and then all of a damn sudden that thing drops from the sky, and you're like, what the absolute
Things that hunt them.
She's so tense and he's just crunching a mint. They hadn't spoiled that. That would be really worrying. The tail is too narrow, right? Magical hill, magical titanosaurus rising up from the ground. Not really a magical hill. They're like lying in like a magical divot that wasn't really there before, right? Gareth Edwards doing this. They're all in like shoulder-length grass, and suddenly these massive dinosaurs are rising from that. Like how? How the frick was that possible? But I don't mind having a movie that takes more enjoyment in like having a cool shot than really caring about size too much. Such a cute little romance scene. Though, what would you guys have preferred? That what we actually got, or the original one, which was actually supposed to show the dino's actually doing it? Even after all the destruction, just the majesty of dinosaurs. He does such a good job. His lip is twitching. It's like, holy shit, he's about to cry. It gives me the same kind of vibes as to like Alan Grant, right? When he sees the Triceratops and he's just like leaning on it, hearing its breathing as it's like pushing him up and down. That childlike joy in these things. I don't wonder how many times they filmed those catching scenes, because you know they had to have missed a couple times. And now off the herd of magically appearing titanosaurs go. So as of now, there won't be a sequel to Chaos Theory that, you know, heads to Rebirth. And that's sad. That's a bummer. I really wish we could get more TV shows. But in all fairness, if there was another TV show set during this time period, I'd understand. I'd get it. But I have no clue how it would be a sequel to Confrontation and Chaos Theory. Because I have no clue how 30 years after everything that happened, you would get any of our old characters back out again. Maybe, you know, Darius and Brooklyn. But the others, I have no clue how you'd get them anywhere near a dinosaur that isn't Smoothie or Burpee ever again.
We okay with that?
You really don't have a choice at this point.
It's helping her.
Emotional support dinosaur. Get used to it.
I got an item.
I'm naming her Dolores.
That's such a weird name. I forgot. It was Dolores.
That may or may not be a terrible idea.
It's both. I wonder who sat down and thought, this kid will name the little dinosaur Dolores. Duh, you idiot. How you, all four of you, fell off the magical cliff that you couldn't see. At least there aren't any compies. Little Dolores like, oh, what the hell, man?
What's wrong with her?
Listen to the dinosaur. Run for your damn lives. I too would have liked to see more accurate Dilophosaurus. But just going classic is just the way of things. Like, you could have pretended that, like, the mutation was them being more accurate. Hello, sleepy gal. I know we usually assume all the dinos are female, but, like, this could be a guy, right? A male, to be more accurate. Slowly. 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 Slower than that. This is the time. This is slow and steady wins the race. Shh. Ah. Again, she's panicking and rushing. That's making more noise. No, no, do not inflate the damn thing. Stealth T-Rex. Like, I would have liked if you could have, like, put ripples on the left side of the screen there to at least indicate that the T-Rex is moving into the water. That happened instead. I forgot. See, you could have just dragged the damn thing across the water, and the thing would have, and he wouldn't have woken up. I will say though that this is a beautiful coloration for a T-Rex. Rexy is great and all, but it sometimes gets plain seeing the same colors. The stripes are nice, as is the, what are they called? I have no clue. But the things iguanas have, like those little bony protrusions on the jaws. Shush. Shush. Child. Once again, there's Dareth Edwards, like, effing with scale shots. I like it. I think they'd make some really cool shots, and I don't mind. That's important. Now this is a scene from the books, and it's so cool to see it adapted, even if it is in the far later movie. You know, it might have been interesting to make the family lose a limb. Obviously, I doubt you can kill them because, you know, you're making the boyfriend a good guy, but, like, dad loses an arm, boyfriend loses an arm. The Redux. The Rex reaching in on top of a vehicle while a kid is trapped inside. It's so cool. I wonder what it looked like in real life to make those teeth marks. The fact that that thing hasn't popped either is a good example of future technology. Don't worry, guys. She's got unbeatable child plot armor. Raft jump scare.
Looks like
Green screen? Yeah, I know.
I suppose we could try and get it from the parent, but they're a flying carnivore the size of an F-16.
He describes it as the size of an F-16, but it isn't really in these action scenes we see. I know Gareth Edwards, I've been harping on about how he changes the scale, but like, it doesn't really make it smaller. I'll be honest, I probably fail at that so badly. I am incredibly nervous about climbing with a rope because of something stupid I did when I was a teenager. And we went all the way to the end of this trail, and we found that there was like a rope left over that someone had used to either come up and down or down the cliffside. But it was just a rope. We had no climbing equipment. We had no harness or anything. But, you know, stupid teenagers being stupid teenagers, we just thought we'd use the rope and use our hands and climb up the cliff. And we did that. But the thing is, it wasn't even just like nice rock. It was loose dirt everywhere. A few other people made it up. A few people were too scared to even go up in the first place. Like, I made it all the way, almost all the way up. And then, like, someone else, they wanted to go down. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna come with you. But as I was going down, this entire chunk of dirt came loose under my foot, and I just fell, like at least like 10 feet or something. And I was holding the rope in a death grip, so my hands were rope burned on the way down, and I could stop myself, but my glasses had fallen all the way down to the ground, and I am blind as fork without them. No one could hear me because the people who didn't go up were sitting farther away, and the people who went up had like also left to go look at a view. It was such an ordeal. And now when I think about climbing, I was thinking about that fail, and I'm like just super worried. It's not the heights that get me, it's the falling.
You're a very impressive nerd, Henry.
Yes, he is. He's like the nerd of people's dreams.
What would the alternative?
We open source it.
How?
We give it to the whole world.
How?
It's all of us.
It's really easy to say that, but like, it's not that easy.
I don't make any money in this.
And if he wasn't knocking those in, he might have survived. Like, did you really need to? It's a completely different looking dinosaur, but I appreciate the design nonetheless. Thanks, man. Really stupid. You essentially sealed your own demise, but thanks. See? Look, they're pulling just fine. Why the hell do you need to hammer something in the rock?
You okay?
Yeah, you?
Nope. Just that nice and quick. Oh shit. It's cartoony, but it's fun. Whoop. God, that's so terrifying. And when it comes up with him already in the mouth, like, you weren't helping him, you were basically fishing. Oh, gross. I had this Devore idea that he's not exactly dead because he was swallowed whole. Nope, definitely no. Don't want to keep thinking about that. That's bullshit. I don't care how many... Oh, there was compies in here. Little red ones. Cool. Again, I'm very appreciative of the change in the colors up. I don't care how much water. I don't care how many tree branches he fell in. That was some bullshit. Like, come on. Even Chaos Theory never pulled off that kind of bullshit. Oh, and I completely forgot to mention how cool it was that they're just a random ancient temple stuffed into the wall. It's fun to have more interesting set pieces like that, where you let realism go for a second. It's like, okay, they could be just in a normal cave in the wall, but it could be an ancient temple. I think it looks cooler the way they chose. Gareth Edwards is a director who chose looking cool, and I'm fine with that. Of course, he doesn't choose it to the level of someone like Michael Bay or Zack Snyder, and that's a good thing. Then you get scenes like this. The landscape, it just looks freaking amazing. Oh, that thing! I guess it's kind of a spoiler, but I was checking to see if the extras were working, and that thing appeared in the beginning of one of them.
The helicopter's coming.
Yeah, her helicopter. The one she planned and paid for. Shut up. Really, the fact that Scarlett Johansson's Zorro character does not have a gun is still wild.
What are you talking about? I tried to catch you.
That's some bullshit.
You looked right at me and you let me fall.
Yeah, but he was also lying on the ground.
Because she's hysterical.
Bullshit. If you were a better liar, you would have gotten through this. Oh, wow. Lock it to your hand. That's a great way to make sure you lose your hand. Or, you know, we get to keep your hand.
It's a generator.
That's a generator, huh? Very interesting sound for a generator. Who chose that? Who was playing that music right before this place was abandoned? And now it's permanently stuck on repeat.
It's okay, honey. It's okay.
Christ, like, I never believe anyone saying that to me ever again. Anyone tells me it's okay, it's like, after an experience like this, I'm like, okay, great. Everything is forked! I forgot. I kind of wish the mutadons were more like the D-Rex. They act like they have issues, right? The way it just slips over and it's not very steady on its legs. But I wish it looked more like a effed up mess too.
It's a lab. Crossbreeding, mutations. It's where it all happened.
That's a severe jump. You're right, but like there's no full reason for you to be right that quickly. Bro, if you're gonna shoot the damn thing, aim correct.
You're missing it.
Can you give the gun to the trained professional? Hey, people who know guns better than I do, would this thing even be able to fire after sitting in a dead guy's hand in a tree for years? Obviously, we don't know when that helicopter crashed, but like, how many years would that still be viable? Like, I'd assume that the gunpowder in the bullet would go bad eventually. Ah, just seeing it climb through the ceiling and the reflection. Oof. You can't see it, but it's just like distracted by its own reflection. Always gonna love when you got human-sized tunnels or ventilation. He's walking by just now. It's right next to his label, just so you know who he is. I'm not surprised that the D-Rex is larger than its containment cell. But the most egregious thing is about to happen, right? I think the thing about the size changing is it works great for something like Godzilla, where this is a kaiju. This is a massive city-sized monster. If it's suddenly bigger than it should be, it's not as recognizable because it's already so big in the first place, right? Like the airport scene. Idiot, thanks for providing distraction. Oh, again with the sci-fi vehicles. You got a stupid-ass Siri making noises on this thing. Why was that so big? Convenience. Thy name is Flare. Goes down. I love how it introduces by the lower half of the jaw, so it's almost like it's a T-Rex. But then there's just more of it. There it is. Chopping a goddamn helicopter. I will say, this looks really good. From some angles, it almost looks somewhat practical. Just the chopping bit. But, I don't know. Let me finish what I was saying about the whole size changing thing. It's one thing if a kaiju feels larger at some points, right? Godzilla. But when you have a smaller creature like these dinosaurs, and it's suddenly so much weirder. Hey, look, it just chomped a goddamn helicopter, and now it's shoving a moderately sized human in the same hole, even though... I think it's also like, these two scenes are too close together. I think they should have just kept it bigger enough to eat the helicopter, or just removed the scene entirely. My guy is driving across the damn island and hasn't figured out how to turn off the damn anti-theft siren yet.
Pedestrian ahead.
Yep, pedestrian. I love how for once, they actually do try to shove themselves through the pretty large bars. Stop staring. It's up to you, child.
Come back here, come here.
Shut up and just tell her what to pull. Listen to the dinosaur. Ah, the D-Rex. I am happy with how disfigured it looks. The hybrids of the last few movies in Chaos Theory were cool and all. And in fairness, this thing does nothing to distinguish itself from the hybrids at all because of how few scenes it has. I kind of wish we come back here just so the D-Rex can get more of a spotlight. It is disappointing that it does not get more of a focus. Why did you come back here again? Wasn't he almost out? Or are you telling me that they somehow beat him here through the tunnels? Stop staring at it and go! See, those jaws just ate a helicopter. It's so brutal. You know, we can complain all we want about how modern movies tend to be less brutal about it, but that was a death right out of the original movies. The D-Rex is just the bulbous head, the extra arms. It looks freaky, it looks misshapen, and it is a solid contender, design-wise, to stand along the other whacked-up dinos we've seen. There was a lot of rumors that this thing would fight against the Spinos in the final act. And I don't know. I'm kind of glad they didn't go with it, because we've done that so often. But on the other hand, I still think we should have got more. He's pulling an Ian Malcolm, but this time he knows what he's doing. It's all about saving kids. I think everyone was hoping he'd get away in this scene. It's like, no, we actually like this guy. Laughing in the face of death. You just see the light, but you don't see a body. That's the thing, right? That's the other thing about the whole Duncan sacrifice. Even if he did die here, he sacrificed, he ran far away, and he's still 1 inch away as they take the boat off. He's still alive. And the D-Rex is happily not giving a shit anymore. I'll explain in the outro how much I feel like this gives me the vibes of Jurassic Park 2 and 3. And this is absolutely one of those moments. Right? Him being alive after all that, it feels the exact same to me as Alan Grant's student surviving that whole pterosaur attack and just being alive at the end when they get on the choppers.
We'll give it to everyone.
That's not an answer. That's really just not how that works. actual dolphins. Oh, I didn't notice that when I watched it the first time, right? The little girl thought it was dolphins in the first second, and now it's actually dolphins. A nice twist, right? They always see like a pterosaur or something as they're leaving. But it's like, oh, no. After all that crazy shit, here's some normal animals. Despite the fact that dolphins are crazy, really freaking insane creatures. Based on characters created by Michael Crichton. Like, what do you mean? Who? What? Where? No, what? Like, besides that one mention of Alan Grant, there's nothing. Alright, outro first, then we'll get into the extras. That was Jurassic World Rebirth, and I'm gonna be honest, I enjoyed the hell out of that movie this time and the first time I watched it. Probably more than Dominion, a little bit, because it gave me the vibes of Jurassic Parks 2 and 3. That vibe of like all these disparate idiots getting themselves into a situation they don't understand by heading to these dangerous ass islands, and there's some people who know what they think they know what they're doing, and then there's a random family and random kids. They all get stuck in this crazy ass situation. You get away by boat. The dinosaurs are chasing, blah blah blah. It literally is the same type of movie as Jurassic Park 2 and 3, and I enjoyed those movies too. You know, it was one of those things where I enjoyed them a bunch as a kid. They were some of my favorite movies to rewatch the entire Jurassic Park trilogy. Then I grew up and like found out that, oh, technically you aren't supposed to like those movies. Those are bad and worse than the first one. And it's like, I wish I could go back to being a kid for everything when I didn't give a shit what other people cared about. This movie gives me those same vibes, and I'm happy to enjoy it. Just to talk about the dino selection, there's some really nice dinosaurs. I mentioned already about how they really shouldn't have called it the Quetzalcoatl, and they should have kept whatever original name they had for it, because they clearly modeled this thing on something else. I've gone on and on about the scaling things that Gareth Edwards likes to do. All you need to know is that I like it. That's it. We don't need to keep going into it. I've talked enough. If you've gotten this far, you've heard me talk about it already. The normal dinosaurs have such cool designs. They're not what we've seen before, but we've got new twists on them, and especially they're so much more colorful than a lot of the dinosaurs we've seen. And it's so much fun to see. The Spinosaurs especially, they're those bright yellow highlights. Actually getting to see the Spino in more of an aquatic creature vibe like we know they are today. The JP3 Spino is still an iconic creature to the point where, you know, as a JP fan, the ones in this movie just look weird. Because I've had that one, the movie one, stuck as the reference. The first thing you say when you say Spinosaur, that's the first thing I think of for so long. Despite knowing academically that that's not accurate, it's still the first thing that comes in my head. So these things looked weird. Taking a second to get used to them, they're so cool. And having that Packwood's moment is such a cool thing. And I love seeing more interaction. It's not just, hey, here's another big T-Rex's dinosaur like it was in JP3. It's completely different variety of creature, and I kind of hope they'd be a little bit more threatening by having it come out of the water onto the beach and continue the chase a little bit more. They didn't do that. To be fair, the scene they did have like completely like camouflaging with the rocks only to get up and eat that girl, that was cool, but like, you could have kept the concept going a little bit better. Then we got our mutants. Like I said, I think the mutadons should have remained a secret. It would have been so much cooler had people not known these things were going to be in the movie, and to have them swoop in and crush the raptors underneath and just like, what the hell is this thing? Right, okay, fine, maybe have them at the beginning, mutadon, right, but obscure them more, and then like, holy shit, right? But it's like, don't put it in the trailer. Don't make it so everyone knows what's happening going in. There needs to be more surprise for audiences. I know there's a battle between having audiences be surprised and having audiences actually go to theaters, because people aren't doing that much anymore. But I don't know. It's a weird balance, and that desperate need to try and get people to go to theaters is also hurting people's experiences watching movies. And I don't know what the solution is, but I just really wish you could just have better trailers that didn't show off that much stuff. And the D-Rex. I mentioned the scaling issues already. And I mentioned that I really do like it, right? When I first saw it, I saw the leaks, obviously. And when I heard about the leaks and I finally saw it, I'm like, I was iffy on it because that, I think it was originally like a toy or whatever. It didn't look good in that original leak. But when you got to see full renders and you got to see what this thing actually looks like, you had to see the Tyrannosaur buried under all that extra shit. It's like, okay, I can see how this thing might have happened. I ain't no geneticist. I ain't gonna say that, oh yeah, obviously if you could have made this by like throwing too much frog DNA in. No, obviously I don't think there's that good of an answer for it, but it doesn't matter. It looked cool. You could see where it came from. You could see how it twisted itself into what it was. And it was a freaking monster. But the problem was that neither it nor the mutadons had enough focus. Bro said on the beach a quick line about how, yeah, there's some like rejects here. They didn't kill them because taxes. But if we could have gone more into them, that would have been so cool, right? We talk about some of the hybrids, especially, like, you remember the Indominus Rex. They talk all about how it killed its egg mate, how it's crazy, how it's like, you shouldn't have kept it alone this whole time, right? If you had done a little bit more on that, on the D-Rex, that would have been good too, right? To see how this thing has become like a twisted monster after what's been done to it. And I just hope that, you know, it's not dead. You could go back and do something with it. Hell, you know, there's still the unlikely as hell option that even something else like a show could give us that detail. I just want to see it. Do you think it'd be really cool to dive more into that creature? I don't hate it. I don't hate its existence like some people do, and I don't hate its design like some people do. I just want a little bit more of it. The cast was good. The acting was good. This isn't like Oscar worthy, right? But this is entertainment. It's supposed to be entertaining, and I was entertained. This isn't supposed to be some high ass art, and you know, it was good. Everyone played their parts. There's some characters with like the boyfriend were surprising. He looked like he was dead meat from the beginning, only to reveal that he had some good sides. The dad was, I still think he's stupid. Like I know you might do this regularly, but like there's a little girl and there's a dinosaur that's the size of your boat. So he also said there are like 50,000 boats on these waters and we just got attacked, but like, I don't know if I'd bring a girl that young onto this trip, much less my other teenage daughter's boyfriend. But they are all solid for being this kind of Jurassic Park 2, Jurassic Park 3 thrown together cast of like mercs and like the random family. The plot is again very much JP2 and 3. We got to get to the island. We have such a good plan. Holy shit, dinosaurs don't really give a shit about our plan. We're running for our lives for the next couple hours. Actually, the one last thing I want to say is that, like, bringing again what Gareth Edwards said about people not being caring about dinosaurs anymore, and that's why he brought mutants into his movie. Cool, I get all of that. But again, one of the things that like undermines his words is that because the mutants weren't given enough focus, they were treated just like dinosaurs. They weren't given enough attention or importance to have. You could have had normal dinosaurs do all those scenes. There was nothing in there particularly interesting that's like, oh yeah, we could have only gotten this with a mutant dinosaur. A Tyrannosaur could have eaten the helicopter for how weird it would have looked. Okay, maybe the one thing, right, where it's like, where the D-Rex is like bringing the dude to his mouth and just like eating him like a candy bar. A T-Rex ain't doing that, but most of the time it's just like, you could have focused on these things more. All in all, I wouldn't mind if they brought Gareth Edwards back for a sequel. I wouldn't particularly mind if they changed him either. hope that future movies keep this kind of light of adventuring vibe. Dominion, kind of Fallen Kingdom, I think it got too caught up in its own like overarching plot and brought the movie down. If we can keep Jurassic movies more in this vibe, it would be cooler. Or, again, take a note from the storytelling of chaos theory, shove whatever goddamn executives don't like TV mysteriously off a cliff, and just like, you could tell a lot of good stories that way. But who knows what's going to happen at this point. With the end of chaos theory, we have no solid idea what the future of the Jurassic franchise is going to look like. Alright, I think I've said what I wanted to say. If you feel like picking my brain more, you could just leave a comment below. If you've gotten this far, thank you so much. And a reward to you, we're going to go check out the deleted scenes now. 17. Oh, this is an alternate version of the opening? Assuming, yeah, no, this isn't the movie. What kind of Avatar, blue Avatar deforested shit is this? This thing was actually in the movie. It was actually like functioning. They were actively clearing out land. Hell, they're even like building the pipeline that the family follows later. And here's the helicopter flying over. I guess I'm okay with them cutting this short. Right? There's no real need to have that deforestation scene. We already know they're bad guys. Okay, raptors. Okay, so this was in the movie. What exactly has changed? Oh, actual raptors. They kind of remind me of JP3 raptors. Oh, you can see there's some guy in a costume in the background.
Mutadon attack.
Mutadon takes flight. I love this is just text. Okay, so that's why she was outside, because she tried to take a phone call. Okay, so they were just kind of like casually in here for a little bit before things started ramping off. And I understand why they cut this out. It's like the lull in the action kind of like removes some of the tension. And they just walk in. I'm really glad they didn't have this, because that whole scene of it coming in through the ceiling was really terrifying. I love seeing the costumer, the puppeteer back there. They haven't erased yet. It makes sense why they removed this, because it doesn't garner the tension that they wanted. So, remove some of the fluff, make the scene a whole lot more urgent. But I'll always remember that now. That's why she's near the phone, because she tried to make a phone call and they cut that whole scene out. Oh, that's it. Only 3 scenes. I will say, though, the fact that the raptors were at the gas station explains one thing. I think there was a leak / conflicting information about the velociraptors being replaced by the mutadons, right? Because there was some behind the scenes of the raptors being in and around the gas station, and then, now they're mutadons. That maybe... Then later on, it showed filming, and the costume was very clearly a mutadon. This explains that. The raptors were at the gas station before they left, and they cut that scene out. And I'm glad they did. Largely, that gas station scene was full of a lot of extra fluff that slowed things down, and it's better to keep it quick. Oh my god, they're gonna die, these things are attacking. The vibes are better in the final version. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this reaction. What was your favorite part of the movie? Did you enjoy the mutant dinosaurs? Would you want to see more of this island, these dinosaurs, or this human cast? Let me know in the comments below. Over here's the next reaction when that comes out. Over here's the playlist of my videos. And on my face is the subscribe button. Like, comment, subscribe, criticize even. I don't mind. See ya.